I gave you my heart.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Taylor, and on this channel you will find lifestyle, cleaning, and health video content. I recently posted a what I eat in a day for my sugar-free diet. So you guys really seem to like that one, so I wanted to go ahead and elaborate a little bit on my sugar-free diet as well as just the sugar-free diet in general. So I know that there is a lot of YouTubers out there today doing the what I eat in a day and their diet hacks. And I just wanted you guys to rest assured that the information I'm going to be giving you today is reliable and it is 100% of the truth. I am just going to be sharing about my personal diet, but all of the facts about nutrition and sugar that I'm going to be sharing are going to be reliable. I am actually a health education specialist. I do have a master's degree in health promotion and education. So hopefully that will help it sit a little bit better with you that I'm giving you this information. I will also include all of the sources that I'm going to be using in the description box below. So if you wanted to check that out and get a little more information, that's going to be there for you as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first topic that I wanted to cover is what exactly is sugar. Sugar is most commonly known as table sugar, which is the white grainy sugar that you will put in your coffee or tea or sweets to make them a little extra sweeter, and that is called sucrose. So in milk, it is going to be referred to as lactose, and then it is also naturally occurring in fruit, which is going to be called fructose. So as I said before, the most important thing about the sugar-free diet is that you're going to be focusing on those added sugars. Those are the ones you're going to be trying to cut out of your diet. So the next topic we're going to cover is why. Why would you even want to cut sugar out of your diet, as it does make your food taste better and usually makes you happy? So why would you do that? So sugar is actually not an essential part of your daily intake. It does, however, add on extra calories and provides zero nutritional value. So essentially what we're saying here is basically you want to get the most bang for your caloric buck, and sugar isn't it. In fact, the amount of sugar being consumed in America on a daily basis is what is mainly contributing to the obesity epidemic. Reducing sugar in your diet has numerous benefits, but one of the main other benefits is going to be it is going to promote better heart health, and that is according to the American Heart Association. Okay, so now that we know why we're quitting sugar, we'll move on to how do we get started? Where do we even begin? So the first place that you want to start to exclude added sugars from your diet is going to be from the sugary drinks, the sweets, the cakes, the pops, anything with that extra added sugar. And I will actually be doing another video on how we will be able to eliminate these items and what we can actually replace them with. So you've done the work, you've cut out your sodas, your sugary drinks, your juices, your coffee with the extra sugar, all of your table sugar. So now what's next? How do you take the no sugar to the next level? This part can actually be really tricky because sugar does like to hide in code names on your favorite snacks. So just because your snack does say it has 0 grams of sugar does not mean that it's actually sugar-free. So in order to tell, we will go ahead and look at how we can read nutrition labels. Reading nutrition labels can be a little bit tricky for the naked eye because, like I said, sugar does hide under code names in the nutrition labels. So we do need to first look at the sugar content. Now, unfortunately, in most products, the sugar content is going to include the added sugars as well as the naturally occurring sugars. And most of the time, you won't see the extra added sugars box. So really, regardless of whether your snack has sugar or no sugar, or it's very low in sugar, a lot of things that are almost sugar-free or naturally occurring sugar will just say that there is less than 1 gram of sugar in them. We're gonna go ahead and look at the ingredients. Those will be listed at the bottom of your nutrition label. So now that we're looking at the ingredients label under our nutrition label, we are going to look for sugar content. Normal sugar can be under the names of brown sugar, high fructose corn syrup, fruit concentrates, regular corn syrup. These are some things that you tend to normally look for. So now what we're going to talk about is the code names that sugar is living under that you never knew. One of the biggest things to notice when you are looking for those tricky sugar names is the OSE at the end of the name. Most of them are going to be OSE at the end of the name. So some examples of this are going to be dextrose, fructose, glucose, lactose, maltose, and sucrose. As we said before, sucrose is the not natural, but it is the table sugar that you would normally think of. So anything you find in OSE is usually going to indicate that that content does have sugar. So now that you do know how to find all the sugar in all the foods, we're going to go ahead and talk about the sugar limits and what the recommendations are for those limits. A sugar-free diet can be used. It can be just for low sugar, to limit sugar, to eliminate sugar. It's kind of like all that you decide it's going to be. For me, I like to do less than 15 grams of sugar a day, but we'll talk about how much is actually recommended. Okay, so for women seeking the sugar-free diet, it is recommended that any woman consume less than 100 calories per day of sugar. This also can be said as 25 grams of sugar. So for all the men out there, it is going to be recommended for you guys that do 150 calories or less, or that translates into 38 grams or less. So now that you've chosen how much sugar that you're going to consume in a day, we're going to talk about how are we going to keep up with this, how are we going to keep track. We already know how to find our nutrition labels, we already know how to read our nutrition labels, how to figure out the amount of sugar in there. Now how do we track it, how do we figure out how much we're having in a day? One of my biggest recommendations is definitely MyFitnessPal. I love using MyFitnessPal. It does give me my full sugar content for the day, and that's kind of how I like to keep track. If you don't have a smartphone or MyFitnessPal isn't your thing, you also can just keep a journal by yourself of the amount of sugar and calories or grams that you've eaten in the day, and then tally it up at the end of the day each day. Wow, that was a lot to process. So let's go over a few key items that we've gone over today. Number 1, added sugar has no nutritional value and is not an essential part of your daily intake. Therefore, you are having extra calories that are going to be taking away from nutritional foods that you could be consuming. To eliminate those sugars, we are going to start with the sodas, the candies, the coffee drinks, the table sugar, the added sugar. We're going to start with all of those to go ahead and start eliminating that sugar in our diet. And again, of course, for women, we are going to do 25 grams or less a day, or 100 calories or less. And for men, we are going to do 38 grams or less, or 150 calories or less. And for the last note, you're going to go ahead and track this however suits you and your lifestyle best. You want to have a personalized plan so that when it comes to your success, you're going to be able to meet your goals. As always, I would like to mention, always talk to your primary care provider before starting any kind of dietary changes. That is very important, as they are going to be able to tell you what the ups and downs are going to be for your personal health. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed researching and making this video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in this topic, or if you want to not miss any of my upcoming videos. Again, like I said, my next video or two is going to be that what we can replace the sugar-free things with. So instead of a soda, what can we have instead of that? So that's going to be a really helpful video, so go ahead and give this one a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you want to see more. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and have a great day, guys. Bye.